Hello, welcome back to Hyper.B on the farm. And today I'm in the old tractor. This is the tractor that we sort of updated but didn't trade it, because it's a good tractor but it's just getting up in the hours, and so we decided to demote it to doing harrowing and rolling and stuff like that, while that blue tractor does the seeding. Personally, I would probably rather put this back on the seeder and get on with it. But there's an issue with that blue one and the agreement we had with the dealership, Mazers, and they've gone back on their agreement where at the end of seeding we would talk to see if I was happy with the tractor or not, and then whether we wanted to stop the agreement and move on to something else. And they've gone back and changed their minds, and they won't let us out of the deal, so there's the issue. So today, this is what I'm doing. So switch off the auto steer and get turning, because this is a big bugger. Try not to hit the fence. Should be good. See, this thing here, when you turn it tight, it can turn up quite a bit of a mess. So try and get lined up. Hit the button. It should do the rest. So anyway, yeah, like I was saying, they sort of broke their agreement. So there's issues. Won't get into that right now. But anyway, change the subject. So what we're doing is we're rolling soybeans. And this farm here, this is a quarter section here, so it's 160 acres, it's half-mile long. So we have this half-mile, and then the next half section, which is a mile, north and south, is canola. And then we have another half-mile south of that one, which is soybeans. So we have 2 miles way off in the distance of crop here. So yeah, like I said, this one is soybeans, and then the next half-mile, quarter section, is spring wheat, which is ours. And then, looking back this way, across the highway, which is 21 highways right there, the next field, next quarter, and then the next quarter after that, there's a half section running east to west, which is a mile, is ours also. So 2 miles this direction is ours also. So yeah, this is one of the biggest patches of land that we have. It's all together. Like the rest of it's sort of spread out. But so yeah, this is our biggest parcel. It's all together. Well, it's broken up into halves and quarters, but it's all sort of in the one area. The rest of it we have to drive between fields, but it's not too far. I know some guys, they have many dozens of miles between fields and farms, but we're not too bad. So yeah, we bought this off this lady here. She still has this little strip of land here, a little bit of grass, and she keeps some cows. She does it just to keep busy. So yeah, she has that little strip. I'll just show you here. A little bit of grass here, but then there are crops on the other side. So I'm about to change it again. So try not to scuff the roller too hard, because it'll actually tear the beans right out of the ground. It's kind of counterproductive to what we're trying to do here. So I'm trying to line up the GPS button. So hopefully still recording. So this tractor here is the John Deere 8970. It's a 1995. It's kind of the reason why we demoted it, because it's got 10,336 hours on it, which for these tractors isn't a lot. But just for dependability, we figured we would go to the newer one. Well, that didn't work out. But the reason this one was a really good tractor is, as you can see, as we see in Scotland, there's a little pile of tires on this big guy. Triples all round, 42-inch rim. These are the 620s, I think they're called. So yeah, we just changed all these tires 3 years ago. So that's kind of one of the reasons we kept the tractor as well, because it's around about 25,000 to change all these tires. So when you invest that much into it, and tractors still worth a fair bit, but not as much as the newer tractors, might as well just keep it. This is the only John Deere that had a Cummins engine put into it. Some people have argued about that, but John Deere actually did install a Cummins motor in this one tractor, the 8970. It's 95, 96, I think, was when they did it. Personally, I think it's the best one they ever did. People love these tractors. We've had offers to buy it from us. And touch wood, it's fairly dependable. But just coming up to the end again. See, this is the highway that runs north and south here. About 8 miles south of here, there's a bend in the road. And then you run north after that bend for 27 miles in a straight line. Yeah, straight for 27 miles. So yeah, there's lots of places where this new autonomous cars would do really well around here. Straight as a bugger, boring as hell, and the speed limits aren't that great either. But anyway, just thought I'd give you guys a little update here while I fight with the GPS. It's not keeping the steering straight for some reason. But yeah, so this is where we're at. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Farm's way down there. I was going to try and film some stuff at an auction I was at on Saturday. But every time I filmed, people kept answering me. When I was talking to you guys, they kept answering me, and I was like, no, I'm actually filming. I'm talking to these guys in this little phone thing. So yeah, it doesn't get much footage. But I was trying to buy an old truck and some steel. Didn't get the truck. I got the steel, which is for a project for the feed rail at the cattle farm. But I did get something old with an internal combustion engine. So as soon as I get that home, I'm going to do a little walk around of it and show you guys. You'll love it. If you're watching these videos about the farming, you'll love this one. Hell of a deal. And it's a classic. So I'll let you go now. I'll get back to making this mess. And tatty bye everybody for now.